It's week 2 of the 2024 season. All eyes are on Cooper Kupp. It was a nice...
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And this would be his second NFL start. Last week was about what you'd expect to see from a rookie quarterback. Had some good moments, but not enough to lead his guys to victory. Now we'll have to see how he handles adversity because on the college level, he didn't lose a whole lot of games.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. McDonald. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So, Charles, this, game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things. And they like the fact that he's not blaming other people because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 25. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun, it's McDonald. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Here's McDonald to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal. So now it's 2nd down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing is McDonald. Fighting this, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one possession.
Points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Pass midfield. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, 49ers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah, right? A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
McDonald sets to throw. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And he was certainly solid, maybe a little bit more last week in his NFL debut. Threw a couple touchdown passes and earned his first victory. Now, we all know it's not going to be easy from here, but at least now he's seen what it takes to win at this level.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go now. 19 strikes. 19 strikes.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Shepard is going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel. His first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. 21-3 is your score after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Here's Koo to kick it off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Shepard, touchdown! George Kittle from 10 yards out. And the 49ers are able to add on to their first half lead. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And the next-gen stats, CD, it shows us he covered better than 20 yards after the initial contact was made.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
A give up the middle to Akers. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
And his kick here is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. Now San Francisco, they call their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They were victorious a week ago over Philadelphia. They lead here as well as they start out 1st and 10. Off-play action. Shepard. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Shepard. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm. That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And the Rams getting set to go now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board. 3 points is 3 points. And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. 4 yards the pickup, first down. When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up. And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, McDonald throwing left side here, and it's complete. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. 50 yards. And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And there he goes again. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, 49ers.
Again, Elvin partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Rams going to take over late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Flush to his right, and that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
The final shot before break. Shepard, and his throw is incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very... Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for him. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because it...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, He wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one he got.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. To throw on second down. McDonald. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Boy, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in 1 play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Shepard. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Back to throw again. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Off the play fake. Shepard. Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He finds Kittle going across the field. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, McDonald. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now here's Ross. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. The mistake there by the offense, Charles, they tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged. And it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing after the interception. Shepard taking a shot for Samuel. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Anthony Averett picks it. A beautiful fake. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
He's got it. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Akers is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Akers again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So take away the touchdown. It's kind of been one of those games for these guys.
I think it's safe to say that that type of a play just added to their misery, right?
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Akers. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Back to to throw. McDonald. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. You're going. They'll run for it with Akers. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And his 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this one is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Shepard completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete left side to Gray. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Okay, ready?
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Shepard. And this pass caught by Gray. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st down, Shepard. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. McDonald. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rules, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
As a quarterback, you got to be cautious. You got to understand where the pressure is going to come from. This time, it's a cornerback coming after him. And this time, the cornerback just a bit late getting to him. The penalty assessed.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Extra point attempt to come here. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. A long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tiny 2-play drive that time. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The 49ers settling in for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Off-play action. Shepard. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? It's usually not by himself, is it?
Touchdown! Tutu Atwell, 53 yards. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead down now to 22. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they're out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous.
He's got a man, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Throwing on first down, Shepard. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Off the play fake. Shepard completes it to Samuel. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Brissett going to go to the air right away. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Brissett on first down. And complete to Drake London. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He'll take this to the 46. Taking a glance here at the numbers last week for Algier. 20 carries, 68 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Brissett. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brissett dumps this one off to Algier. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, and they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On 1st and 10, Shepard. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. Touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Koo able to connect. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Brissett. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, this defense for the Niners, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Shepard. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Brandon Ayuk from 6 yards away. And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing.
receiving team.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look at their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
On first down, Shepard. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, they're defensively for that pass breakup, Dre Greenlaw. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Shepard. Oh, he falls over him. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
19 tight, 19 tight. 18 rattle, 18 rattle.
They'll try and throw for it here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gray. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
50
Back to throw. Shepard. Able to find Gray here. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on first down. Shepard. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Niners at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Off play action. Shepard. And his throw's going to be incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Shepard. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play. And that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Right back to Pitts again. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run here with Algier. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tyler Algier, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. Now another timeout called for by the offense. as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So that challenge, a successful one. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Harris Campbell from 3 yards out. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. Off play action. Shepard taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Shepard. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Off play action. Shepard. And this pass caught by Gray. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Off the play fake. Shepard. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Back to throw again. Touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
A first down throw for Brissett. And a quick throw here, that's complete. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there. Catch it and then run with the football.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to rip.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. He threw his 10th touchdown on the year last time they had it. And he'll look to keep it going here with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Off-play action. Shepard. A quick throw, but incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And quickly they get to the line. On 1st and 10, Shepard. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the player was there to slam that window shut.
Off the play fake, Shepard. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Oh, good move. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Campbell. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. From the 35 on 2nd down. Brissett. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Ross on the return. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Finding Gray going across the field. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional.
Back now here on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Off play action. Shepard. Right side, and he finds Gray. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Off the play fake. Shepard. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Off play action. Shepard. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he is out of bounds here. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Off the play fake. Shepard. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by John Johnson. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. They're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brissett. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 75 yards. And the 49ers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw, Brissett. This pass is caught by London. He's got room at the
Entering settings screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Brissett. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
2nd down and goal. Brissett. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Russell Gage from 8 yards out. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. What's good on the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score in special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Off play action. Shepard. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Chuck Clark in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Off the play fake. Shepard. He's got him in. Complete. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Brissett sets to throw it. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, 43 yards. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Shepard winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Caught on the slant. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the 49ers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Wide open receiver complete. He'll get it inside the 20, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brissett to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game. Even more.
Touchdown, Falcons! Russell Gage, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz with the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Shepard. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off play action. Shepard. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show.